Hey friends, happy Friday morning. It is going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Hey guys, I just wanted to share something that was on my heart this morning, something that I really, really hope blesses you, and something that I hope brings you as much encouragement as it did me this morning. You know, we look around at our world right now, and it is in such a state of chaos. It's not just our country, it's everywhere. You know, and we could tend to lose heart over this, but I want to encourage you with something. I want to remind you that, as Job said in Job 42:2, that no purpose of the Lord's can be thwarted. No plan of his can be averted by anybody, right? And Luke 22 tells us this story is the story of Judas betraying Jesus. Now, taken by itself, if we didn't know the ending, we would think, oh my goodness, this is a heartbreaking story. But we know, because Judas betrayed Jesus, Jesus was handed over to the authorities. Jesus was crucified. He was put into a borrowed grave, but 3 days later, Jesus rose from the grave and he conquered death once and for all. God takes evil and he turns it around for good. But in verses 1-6, we're told that at Passover, that the teachers of the law and the chief priests, they were looking for ways to get rid of Jesus because they were afraid of the people. Now, they didn't want to do it at Passover because there were so many people coming from all over, and they wanted to see the Messiah, and they knew that if they did anything to Jesus, they were going to be in big trouble, that the crowd was going to revolt and be very, very angry, so they were not going to do it at this time. But the story tells us that Satan entered Judas, and Judas went to them and he negotiated a price to hand Jesus over to them. And it said that they were delighted. Now think about this. They were like, oh, this is going to work out for our good. They thought, wow, this is good timing for us. Yeah, he's going to do it. But it wasn't their timing. It was God's timing, and that would soon be revealed. But it says that after that after Judas consented, he went back and he looked for an opportunity to hand Jesus over when there were no people around. But we know how the story ends. But my point is this: God's purpose cannot be thwarted. In Daniel 2:21, we are told that God changes the seasons. That means God is in control of all world events. It says that God puts kings into position at the right season. God takes them out at the right season. So ultimately, God is in control of everything. So it doesn't matter how it looks in our world. We know that God is sovereign. God is in control. He works all things for his purpose at his time. And we can look back at Genesis 50:20. This is just another example. It's, if you look at the life of Joseph, and I highly encourage you to do it, but at the end, he saved the people from famine. And it says that his brothers came to him and they thought they were going to be punished. But he said to them, he said, what you intended for evil, God intended for good, for just at this time, for the saving of many people. We have Esther 4:14 that tells us, for such a time as this. God is always working things in his way and in his time for his good. So guys, I really, really hope that blesses you, and I hope it reminds you that God is still on the throne. God is still in control, and we can trust him. So be joyful today. I'm going to finish up my run and get off to the best job ever. It's going to be a great day.